Hi, my name is Jake Fisher, and I appreciate you taking the time to check out this accountable HIPAA compliance demo. The goal and objective behind this demo is to show you exactly how our platform will enable your team to achieve full HIPAA compliance. Our platform is going to provide your team with all of the proper documentation and proof you need to proudly show off your compliance to any potential customer, auditor, stakeholder, or whomever. Let's dive in now. Taking a look at my screen now, what we're initially greeted with is our main dashboard. The objective and design behind our dashboard was to cleanly identify what are the important steps that your company must complete in order to achieve compliance. The good news is that everything within our dashboard is interactable. So as you move through and invite your team members to go through training, as you begin the security risk assessment, or even push out policies, you're always going to be able to log in and see exactly how your team is progressing throughout this process. One of the first pieces that we're going to be assisting your team with is ensuring that you have all of the proper policies and procedures that are required under HIPAA. The good news is that any policy that you would be required to have or show is going to be included directly within our platform. Let's take a look at one now. These policies were crafted based upon best practice, but we also give you the ability to utilize these templates and make edits and changes to really customize them to best reflect how your company is operating. Now, if you have any issues going throughout these policies, we will provide your team with a dedicated compliance expert that you can get on a call with at any time to help answer nuanced questions or any problems as you go throughout this. Once a policy is all customized and everything looks great, we can then actually publish the policy, which allows for you to immediately send it out to your staff to review and attest, as that is another major requirement under HIPAA. We're going to take a look at that process here in a moment. The next major piece that we're going to take a look at is the HIPAA training portion. As many know, HIPAA training is a major component in order for your company to be fully HIPAA compliant. But the good news is not only do we provide HIPAA training directly within our platform, but we also give you the ability to go through security awareness training, as well as the ability to upload your own company training if there's something additional you want your staff to go through. We're going to take a look at the employee profile now. That way you can see exactly how your staff is going to be going throughout the training and the policies. Accountable understands that your employees must have a seamless transition from actually being invited inside of the platform to going through and completing all of the required steps that are expected of them. As you can see on my screen now, we have a unique employee dashboard that really enables your staff to understand what they need to do and be able to effectively do that in a very quick manner. As you can see here, they can see their HIPAA training or any trainings that's required of them. They can see the specific policies that they need to review and go through and attest. They can even report and document an incident if they're the one to witness that. All employees will have a unique compliance progress bar here in the top left that will always ensure that your employees are on track. And they can even see who your designated company privacy officer is. That way, in the event of an incident or a breach, they know exactly who they should be reaching out to. Taking a look at our HIPAA training portion, we do give a breakdown in terms of what training content that your staff is going to be going through. And we even provide a preview of what they're going to receive in the form of a certificate once they've gone through and completed that training. If we take a look at our training is broken up into a 4-step video series with a quiz immediately following each section to ensure that they're learning and understanding the adequate course material. If we take a look at the quiz specifically, if they answer something incorrectly, we'll make sure to provide additional context in order to kind of push them in the right direction. And if they answer correctly, we'll ensure that they understand that as well. Once employees have gone through and completed that training, they will receive a certificate that they can proudly download or show off on an achievement page or even upload it to LinkedIn as well. The next major requirement, as I mentioned earlier, is to ensure that your staff has gone through and reviewed and attest all of your company policies and procedures. This employee dashboard makes it very seamless for them to see exactly what they need to do. They can click on this particular section or the policies here at the top. They can click on a particular policy. They can go through, read, understand it, confirm and agree that they've read it. And then if we go back to the dashboard, we can see that the progress bar has gone up as well as the policies that needs to be reviewed has gone down. Finally, the last thing employees must understand and must be able to do is the ability to report or document an incident. So employees will be able to do this with their name attached, or they can do so anonymously. They can provide additional details of the incident or any supportive documents. And of course, not only is your privacy officer notified in the event of an incident, but also your privacy officer and your compliance expert from our side will be notified as well. That way we can assist your team in terms of what to collect or who to notify. Let's go ahead and switch back to the admin portal now. The next major requirement we're going to be assisting your team with is ensuring that you've gone through and completed your annual security risk assessment. HIPAA does explicitly require that every company complete a security risk assessment once a year, and the good news is you're going to be able to do that directly inside of our platform. As you can see on my screen, our approach to the security risk assessment is that it's a 7-step gap analysis with questions based upon yes, no, or non-applicable style questions, because we understand we want to make this as streamlined and as easy as possible to go through and complete. You will notice as you go throughout the security risk assessment that many of these questions are open-ended as well. So the more context, the more information that you can provide our team, the more helpful it's going to be for us. Once you've gone through and completed the security risk assessment, you will be able to receive some real-time feedback in the form of a gap analysis. And then also your compliance expert that we discussed earlier will be more than happy to get on a call with you to go over your answers or help with any issues or concerns you may have going throughout this. The next and final piece we're going to be assisting with is ensuring that you have all of your third-party management in place. And more specifically, we're going to enable your team to be able to execute BAAs with any of your partners or vendors that you're working with. What we encourage you to do is for any of your third parties that you are sharing or they're sharing protected health information with you to go ahead and add them inside of our platform. We'll use Google, for example. We can put the company name and the website. What is this third party to you? You can get as detailed as you would like in terms of what services or data types are being stored. And we will require a point of contact if you do plan to send out a BAA through our platform. For any of these third parties, they'll be cleanly listed here. That way they're easily organized and you can always access them if you'd like to send out an agreement or a risk questionnaire. If we click on a particular vendor, what we're going to be able to do is immediately upload any pre-existing documentation or contract that you've executed, because we understand that you're coming to us with many businesses that you're already working with. However, for future customers or vendors, we enable you to be able to send out your own risk questionnaire that we have a custom one for, or you can upload your own. And then we also have the ability, and the big thing is sending out your own business associate agreements. We are going to provide your team with handcrafted BAAs, whether they're downstream or upstream. You can put in the recipient, you'll have a designated company signatory, and you can get this all sent out and signed, very similar to DocuSign. We have our own custom API, so you have a limited BAAs that you can send out. All of these agreements will be managed here, so you can immediately see what the status of the BAA is. You can send reminders, or if it has been executed, you can view, you can download, you can even see the signature. Everything that I've talked about today and all of the major requirements are listed within the dashboard. And once everything looks great and you are fully HIPAA compliant, we also provide your team with a lot of sales and marketing tools as well. And the big one that everybody loves is you're going to have your own HIPAA badge or seal of compliance that you can put on your website or any printed material. It's a great indicator to show your clients that you've worked with a reputable third party to show that you're fully HIPAA compliant. I would just highly encourage you to check out our free account where you can play around with the platform and determine if it's a good fit for you, which I certainly think it will be. And you're always more than welcome to schedule a call with one of our representatives if you have any questions or you'd like to see a more complete demo. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this demo today. You have a wonderful rest of your day.